about, I think there's a level of humility that comes from Richard and Nirmal, which we all try to learn, that we are far from perfect, but it is true that in our industry, sometimes we forget the power of what we do. And there are sailors on board who've been sharing their stories, which are absolutely heartbreakingly brilliant and also incredibly inspiring. And there's some stories from our crew about the journeys they've been on and how they feel they can be their true selves. There's someone in the room who we don't normally bring in because we don't normally have special guests come in, but Jana's here, who many of you might know, and if you don't, she's one of our top 10 first mates in the world. So we'd love her to join us.
You come and. I'm going to stand, but no, I'm going to stand behind.
You can stand behind you.
Yeah. You sit down.
Okay. And then
I'll give you my seat, but it's wet.
You know that we are literally going into service in 2 days, and that seat is wet. So if you're in the scene, just be careful. Do not sit on the chair on the left. So
I want you to give that that line that you gave about coming on the ship.
We can hear it, right? Yeah. So can I just say one thing? The story started with basically they're on the celebration voyage together. You should book next year's. It's already selling out. I would say that you chatted and you said, "Oh, I'd love to hear some stories." You tell the story, and then Joe can tell.
Well, I stopped in the dinner. It was 1 a.m. in the casino. Because you know me, I like to walk around.
Casino?
Whenever on the ship. No, I just walk around the ship. I don't get. I walk around the ship. And I bumped into dinner at 1 a.m. We were at the casino somewhere. We have to be walking through that dinner. And she said to me, "You know, if I ever get a chance, I would love to tell Richard something." And I said, "Well, what would you like to tell him?" And I said, "Well, I would like to tell him about how this brand has changed my life and my sailors' lives." And I said, "What would you say?" And she said something really beautiful to me. And I said, "You know, Dad, I would love it if you would allow us to tell our crew that, because ultimately this brand is all about our crew. And if our crew understand the impact they're having, then that circle will widen to our sailors and our business will thrive." And she recorded this lovely piece of, it was so articulate about what this brand has meant for her and why this brand is so special, why our crew is so special. And we actually played for our crew doing our
Virgin Way program.
Yeah, and it really has changed all of us, actually, just listening to it. And every time I listen to it, I get goosebumps thinking, we've built this. And hopefully one day our first mates might be able to hear it. And hopefully when you hear it, you'll think it's that. I think we should
put it online if you're okay with that. We should share that.
But anyway,
Okay, yeah. So basically, what I said. I mean, there were a lot of things that I said, but one of the most important things was that when you board a Virgin voyage, you leave the world as it is, and you enter the world as it should be, and that resonates so hard with me. And I have to say that a lot of that comes from the people. It's the executive team. It's you, Richard.
Thank you.
It's the crew on board, but it's also the sailors. And everyone has a like mind that they get together and they want to support each other, and they want to be their best self with each other and to celebrate each other for being their best self. So that's, to me, I am so incredibly thankful for everything that Virgin has done for me and for this incredible world that you have created, because it's remarkable. And if we could do this in the rest of the world, how amazing would that be?
Thank you.
It's amazing. You don't ever realize sometimes what you do and the impact you can have on people's lives. And when you told that story, I think we all cried again. But the sort of notion that
I was sitting here yesterday doing an interview with a couple of journalists, and I told that line. I have never ever cried in public before, and the tears just came down my cheeks. It was anyway, but you're very sweet. We love you.
Thank you.
We say this just to those of us who work in travel. We can transform people's lives, and you do. And you sharing that with us, you helped us remind us why we are here, why Brilliant Lady is going to be brilliant. But you are glorious, and thank you for sharing your truth. And it's amazing. I feel like Oprah, actually.
Thank you.
Right. She's the new chairman and managing director of the company. Thank you, everybody. Lovely to see you.
So let's normal before we go. Let's ask Jane 3 questions.